Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is September 24th, 2025. It is a Wednesday. And we've got the sound running like it should. And that's that. Now we just wait for the folks to shuffle on in. I do see the mic throwing out some volume out there. I'm waiting for our regulars to start showing up. And when they do, we'll do a sound check and make sure everything is good. Oh, there's Laurel. She says, howdy, looks good and sounds good. Fantastical. Fantastical. I'm wearing my purple shirt today. Purple shirt. It's been quite the day. It's been raining all day. Had a migraine. Not a good day for me. But, as folks have seen, I still put out the content today, and boy, did I put it out. We've got a lot of good articles out there for folks to read. So, if you haven't, make sure that you make it over to the Facebook page and check it out. Laura says, raining here. We really need it. Yeah, we needed it here, too. A bunch of the state was in droughts. But, yeah, a lot of pressure in the head, and somebody's stabbing my eyeball out from the backside today. So, Miss Laurel, what was your favorite bit of content out there today on my Facebook page? I don't know if you've seen it all, but there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there. What was your favorite bit? Gus helped me set up the Zoom room. Well, I got it set up and we made sure that everything was working. Yeah, all the mic and audio settings were all messed up. Tonight's coffee is chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts brand. Let me know. Okay, Laurel. You didn't answer. What was your favorite bit of content that I put out there today? I got the Nazi Gestapo one, and she says, I probably haven't seen it all. However, all the victim articles always get me. Victim. You mean the left playing victims? Yeah. Put up a few things about Jimmy Kimmel. Put up about the youngsters in Queens, New York, with knives and machete and everything, fighting. And my social commentary behind that. Put out the shooting down there in Dallas, the ICE office. I made a joke. And it went over Laurel's head. It went over a lot of people's heads. I put up a picture. It's a nice picture of a couple margaritas. And I said, I don't know about you, but I've always thought margaritas were far better with ice. But I capitalize ICE. That went over everybody's head. It's like, why would I capitalize ice if I didn't mean ice? Well, because margaritas are a Mexican drink and ice is the immigration. Yeah, margaritas are always best with ice. Yeah, so that was my joke. I put that up, and then I saw that there was a shooting down at the ICE office. Like, well, this is rather serendipitous. So I had to write up about that as well. What else we got going on here? I got up at, it's not brave to taunt or abuse a lion that is caged. And if you do so, you're not the victim if the lion's actions. Wait a minute. See, it's late. I couldn't even read my own. I wrote it, and I still mess it up. It is not brave to taunt or abuse a lion that is caged, and if you do so, you are not the victim of the lion's actions should it be set free. There we go. Laura says the people don't understand the difference between freedom of speech and free speech. Yes, that's absolutely true. I got a pretty good article written up about that, and it is titled Freedom of Speech versus Free Speech. So, by all means, folks, if you have not seen it, you head on over to my Facebook page. That's right, the Whiskey Cowboy. I am the one, the only. In fact, if you ever have any doubts, go to Google or any of the search engines and type in the Whiskey Cowboy. I'm the only one that comes up. You got a couple bars that are whiskey bars and cowboy bars, and they mix them together. It's not the same. There is only one, the Whiskey Cowboy in the world. That is myself. But yeah, go on over to Facebook, the Whiskey Cowboy. Check out my articles. I put up a bunch of them today. That's one of them you might want to scroll through. It says freedom of speech versus free speech. I try to put things out there that people just don't seem to grasp. Oh, did you like my general notice today there, Laurel? That was after me booting a bunch of people. It's like, I'm like, this is too good. This is too good. This is more content right here. My general notice. For those who haven't seen it, let me read my general notice today. If you come to my page and content and present lies or gross misrepresentations of things, it won't be discussed, debated, or refuted. It and you will simply be removed. Folks are free to do that on their own pages, but not on mine. And who determines what are lies or gross misrepresentations? Me. And if you have an issue with that, frankly, I don't give a damn. Because I don't. I'm not playing games. Not playing games. Laura says getting a bit of skip, probably due to weather. That might be the case. Let's see here if I got it. Skip frames 10 hours ago. My last one is 10 hours ago. So that was this morning. That had to have been when Gus and I were testing everything out. Ryan Wesley Roth, the golf course would-be assassin, was convicted, and he tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen. Well, you know, that's that. Now, the thing is, I am not a saint, far from it, but I refuse to be lectured to and chastised about the dust I may have on me by those gleefully wallowing in mud. I wrote an article about the difference between actual disagreements and contrarians. Folks might want to check that out. I also wrote, you know how a child turns out when it's never told no? Well, the same thing happens to society, and here we are. No. Laura says, I'm so happy to see that news, coward or not, wanting to serve his sentence. Yeah. No, he's going to get life. A bunch of other stuff. Let's keep going on here. I did some commentary about that not everything a comedian says, even on stage, is a joke or comedy. So folks might want to read that. That's a good one. We've gone up. We've gone up a couple hundred people in the last couple days. So that's good. We're still rising. Let's see what else we got going on here. Wrote about the Google Google letter to Congress. If you're not familiar with that, go to my page again. I've got a lot of stuff there. Unlike a lot of people, I don't just put out one or two things a day. I put out a dozen or more. Laurel says all the late night people are not funny. See, here's the problem. It used to be that the late night host, they just do a short little monologue and that was it. And it was actually comedy. Couple jokes, lead in, and then they just get their guests and stuff like that. And that's all fine and dandy. They stop doing that. And they start getting self-important and pretentious. And that's where we're at now. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff here. Flies, social media, and shit. That was an article that I published yesterday. Flies, social media, and shit. Yes, yes indeed. That's a good one. Folks need to read that. People are like, man, the Cowboys got some weird spins and takes on things. I never thought of it like that. Well, that's how my mind works. I see things a little differently. What else? What's another good article that I put up in the last couple days? It's been a few days since the last show. I got a bunch of stuff. I'm just scrolling through content. There's a lot there, folks. Let me see here. I wrote about the concept of collective or group rights. That's a good one. Put up an article. Again, happiness and fulfillment and the devil's lie. That's a dang good one. That's a dang good article right there. Laurel says, not weird, just from a different angle that makes sense. Yeah, I know that. Put up again an eye for an eye, where that comes from and why it's a good thing and not a stupid thing. We need to get back to more of it. It's a good article. Rights are not unimportant or trivial. That's another article that I put up. It's a short one. Yeah, it's a short one. I bumped up misinformation and disinformation is nothing new, nor should how we deal with it be. That's a nice article, too. That's bumped back up. I published about suffering from time blindness with a twist. That's a good one. Oh, hate speech. Don't play their games. Another great article, if I say so myself. Hate speech, don't play their games. Again, I could keep going. I got article after article on there. So again, I think I earned any donations that folks throw my way. I don't just post up a stupid meme every once in a while. I put some thought and effort into my content, and I put a lot of it up. Like I said, there's usually at least a dozen or more bits of content, and that's everything from blurbs, short articles, long articles, yes, memes, and just about all sorts of other stuff. So if folks would like to keep that content flowing and they appreciate it, there's a link underneath the show here. Go ahead and make a monthly donation or a single donation if that's all they can afford at this time. They can come back and do it again later if they can. But speaking of that, remember we were at 6. Remember at 6? Last show, I was talking about 6, the number 6. Yeah, so good. Yeah, we're at 8. we need hundreds. We're at 8. I appreciate it, but yeah. So, okay, who's listening to the show? Who's listening to the show out there? Laurel's the only one talking here. Well, Laurel and myself. Laurel and I. That almost sounds like a name unto itself. Laurel and I. Laurel and I. Again, you can follow me on Instagram. I have a MeWe page, but I don't post on there anymore. That's just a backup just in case if Facebook dies. Facebook is where I put most of my stuff. I have a website, thewhiskeycowboy.com. It's got archives of old articles and stuff like that, and that's fine, but it's generally to direct people to Facebook and Instagram and places like that. Has the skip cleared up on your end there, Laurel? Laurel goes, will someone besides me please add to the conversation and show? They're out there. I see them. Yeah, the numbers are there. And they're not doing anything. I put up earlier today, I said, hey, you want to know? Seems to be getting better. Good. You want to know what I think about the Tylenol thing? I said, I'm going to talk about it on the live stream. And then I locked that shit down because, you know what? I wasn't interested in hearing what other people had to say about the Tylenol thing. Sorry if that sounds rough, but look, you know, it's my content. I got to get people to get over here to see. And before I locked it down, somebody else posted something. So it shows that, yeah, people are more interested in telling me and others what they think about the Tylenol thing instead of what the cowboy thinks. Well, it's supposed to be my content, so I'm going to claim some of it for myself. I'm going to claim some of it for myself. And the Tylenol, which is acetaminophen. That's my favorite go-to. I love acetaminophen. I do. I've tried others, and they make my feet swell and everything. Gus says, okay, just listening as usual. Hi, Laurel. Yeah, I love acetaminophen. 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 I like it. It does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't make me regain liquids. Motrin and that other stuff does. It makes me regain. It gains, so it hurts my joints and they swell up. My feet swell up. So acetaminophen. Tylenol. I haven't bought Tylenol in ages. I've just bought acetaminophen. If you read the Tylenol bottle, it takes not to give babies under 6 months old. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. So Trump, and on behest of the RFK Jr., JFK Jr. I always get it all mixed up. The junior dude, the health nut. Who, I'm sorry, he's right on some things, but he's a bit off plumb on a lot of things. But okay, so they decide to address the nation, and they're saying that it's Tylenol, acetaminophen. See, I said it right. Can be linked to autism. Bobby Jr., thank you. Yeah. Gus says Tylenol does nothing for me at all. I don't like medicine, so I don't take much. But again, you guys know what I've been through for the last year. I've taken more than my share, but it always takes more. I need 3 at a time at least for it to work. And I was popping them, but whatever. Okay, does acetaminophen, is it linked to autism? Don't know. Don't care. I don't care. I just, let me say that again. I don't care. I don't care if it's linked to autism, because some studies say yes and some studies say no. They're always trying to link everything to autism. What's causing it? I think a lot of it has to do with genes. See, people have been procreating with all the wrong freaking people. The gene pool in the West is getting so muddied. After all of humanity has brought us to this point to try to get the best, the brightest, the most healthiest and strongest, we're breeding retards. Yeah, I said it. That's a word they're not going to take from me. We're breeding people that are less than ideal, and that's putting it lightly, both physically and mentally. And I believe autism is part of that. Gus says, I love Advil. If he doesn't take it, he can't function. Okay, so he's an Advil guy. So I don't care what causes autism. I also think that autism is overdiagnosed. It's a bunch of symptoms in a spectrum. That's why they call it a spectrum. And they lump everybody into autism right now. I think it's bullshit. I believe it's real. And I believe there is a spectrum. But I believe there's a lot more people on the spectrum that really don't have autism. They're just showing symptoms. It's much like the ADHD and the ADD crap. Everybody had it. If you had any of it, no. Just called, just that's your quirk. Stop it. Hey, Kay. He says, good morning, Cowboy. Welcome to the show. So I don't care. The left and the medical industry goes from one thing to another, blows it out of proportion, tries to over-medicate or under-medicate and do this and do that, and everybody's taking advantage of it. I don't buy it. So stop it. But let's say Tylenol does lead to autism. Again, I don't care. Why? Because we all know, all of us, every one of the viewers, my steady folks, we're all of a big enough age and old enough to know that from the time we knew things, women were always told, don't take Tylenol and or any other drug, to include alcohol and stuff like that, when you're fucking pregnant. And certain periods of time in the pregnancy, the developing child is more susceptible to these external things. You're supposed to get rest, but you're supposed to stay healthy. And you're supposed to eat correctly, eat good, because what you ingest goes to the child. So drink water, not alcohol. Smoking's not good. Drinking's not good. Taking pain medicine is not good. There's all sorts of things. If it's not just good food and water, it's probably not going to be good for the developing child. We've known this. There's nothing new. So Trump coming out and saying, hey, which is, by the way, exactly what Tylenol, the makers of Tylenol, have stated, and have stated for decades. If you're a pregnant woman, unless you absolutely must take it, i.e. you have a fever that's going through the roof or there's all sorts of other stuff, do not take it. They've already said, so it's not like they were trying to hide the ball. Everybody knew this shit. So now we got people all up in arms and trying to make a bigger issue out. It's a giant nothing burger. We already knew this. Whether it leads to autism or not doesn't matter. We already knew this. Unless you absolutely have to have it, such as for an extremely high fever that's going to damage you and the child, don't take it. And then, if you have to take it, do not take it for extended periods of time. This is all basic crap, folks. But what do we got now? We got everybody up in arms, and everybody's getting their voice in on it, and blah, 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 blah. Shut the hell up. And with they got a big craze out there on TikTok and all these other platforms where the pregnant girls are going, yeah, look at this. Well, he's not a doctor and he doesn't know what he's talking about, and they're popping Tylenol when they're pregnant just to spite Trump. They don't have headaches. They don't have joint aches. They don't have pains. They're just popping Tylenol because Donald Trump said not to. Well, that's not, who the fuck are you proving anything to? That's juvenile. That is juvenile. Whether it's going to harm the child or not, it's juvenile. You're doing it just because Trump said not to do it. That's juvenile. Heaven help your child if you can't act like an adult when you're pregnant with it. My goodness, what the hell is wrong with you? Where's your man? Where's your man? There goes the cowboy again. Where's your man? Your man should be scarfing you up and saying, you stop that crap. Grow the hell up. When I stopped being a child, I stopped my childish ways. We got a whole nation, a whole society in the West, everybody being freaking Peter Pan. Kay says I'm keeping my Tylenol. Yeah, well, I don't have Tylenol, but I have acetaminophen. And I've gone into why. It's the only one that I can take for my pain that doesn't cause my feet and legs to swell up. So, there it is. I don't take it very often, especially not anymore. But hell, back in November when I tore my glute and my hip flexors, yeah, I was taking it. Then when I broke my rib here last month, yeah, I was taking it. Yeah. But then again, I'm a guy. I'm not pregnant, and I'm not a developing fetus. So, yeah, so that's my Tylenol thing. Tylenol didn't try to fool anybody. They said for a long time has absolutely nothing to do with whether it led to autism or not. Plus, to figure out whether it led, some studies said it did, and some studies said that it didn't. I'll bet you there is no correlation. I'll bet you. And here's the reason why. You got to look at all sorts of data points, not just one. It's like, okay, what was the rest of the stuff that was the same with all of the people? So who the fuck knows? Just another political football, and people want to choose a side over politics. Not about right and wrong, not about health or unhealthy, about politics. Donald Trump said X, so therefore. Gus says, wait, men can't have babies? I should pull up the Monty Python skit they did way before their time. You want to have a baby? Men can't have babies. Yeah. It's like it's so stupid. It's politics. We've gone, and I posted about that in the past couple days too. We've gone from right and wrong, up and down, to just got to be a fucking contrarian. That's what the left is a contrarian. Has no bearing on reality or any sort of real stand or equal application of principles. It has to do with just being contrary for the sake of being contrary. Hey there, Mr. Mom. Said greetings here from Northeast Oklahoma. Northeast Oklahoma. Oh my goodness. You know what else is in Northeast Oklahoma? Oh, we talked about this. Muskogee. That's right. Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. Northeast Oklahoma. A lot of people don't even know where that is. You'd be surprised at how many Okies don't even know where that is. For those who are unacquainted, I moved up from Frederick. Frederick is down on the red, which is right on the Texas border in Oklahoma. Laurel says, welcome back, Mr. Mom. It's good that some of the old folks keep jumping in. Yeah, they need to come back. The show is 8 months gone. Had a couple shows that I had to replace soundboard. I had to readjust computer systems. It was a mess. Excuse me. But we're back. As you see, this is exactly the way it was before I shut down 8 months ago. And yeah, the Cowboy's on fire tonight. I'm just so tired of stupidity. Tired of stupidity. And y'all know me. Oh, when somebody told me that I'm a MAGA. I'm MAGA because I voted for Trump. It's like, oh, well. Guess you don't know me very well. I'm an independent. I'm not even a Republican. I left the Republican Party some time ago. I'm an independent. But I'm a pragmatist. So how do you like them apples? Mr. Mom says, Shakarian, hello, ma'am. Shakarian. Maybe I'm going to say that right. Is that one of those Piccolo words? Shakarian. Am I missing? What is it? Shakarian. No, I said that right. Shakarian. Gus says, come on, it shows 8 people listening. Yeah, it shows more than that on my end. Folks need to just jump on in here and yak away. At least it's better now than it was the last show. Man, the last show, it was just me and Laurel, and it's like, holy shit. Look, I come in blind. I don't have much prepared. This is just friends around the campfire. Well, not campfire. You're in the studio, but you know what it means. Oh, it's your last name. That's what it is. Oh, okay. It's Armenian. Oh, yeah. See, I just know you as Laurel. It's written right there. I just know you as Laurel. I don't have time to go through all of that. I just read what it is. Mr. Mom said, I hit the like button too. It's free. No GMO. Yeah, hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button on the video. Hey, Mr. Mom, you been over to my page? Been to my Facebook page? It is on fire. It is on fire. I'm back to the old, I do 12 or more bits of content every day. And yes, that includes on the weekend. The weekends I go down, not quite 12, but I'm still putting out on the weekends more content and better content than a lot of folks out there. Shakarian. Yeah, that's weird. I don't associate that with you, Laurel. What the hell? Is that your name on Facebook, too? Let me see. By golly, it is. It is. Yeah. Oh, well, sorry. How about this? Do you have people that you talk to all the time online, and you just know who they are by how their name looks, but you've never said their name? You just never said it. You just know what it looks like, so you know who it is. Tell me I'm not the only one that happens to. You just know what the name looks like, and you know who it is, but you've never said their name. So you don't even sound it out. You just know who the hell it is. Oh, goodness. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's like, who the hell is that? I don't know. Hey, well, there we go. Hey, Renato. Greetings from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Welcome back to the show. Mr. Mom says, I see some of your Facebook stuff. I just got back from a week in Iowa. Went with my girlfriend to her sister's wedding. My girlfriend was a bridesmaid. Oh, well, congratulations to all the happy nuptials. Nuptialees. Hope you had a good time. Weddings are always better than funerals. Got to be honest, I had to talk about this at my house the other day. I really don't like either. I don't like going to either of them. I'm not a gathering guy. You know what I like? I just like small, intimate gatherings or family gatherings, but not an event. Just get together and talk. I'm not an event guy. Renato says, just waking from job to home. Oh, just walking from job to home. Hey, Judy. Hey, Judy. Welcome back. That's the first time she made the show. It's a good time to get here because the other shows that we ran, they sucked. I actually even deleted shows because the audio was so bad. But we're back up and running right now. How you doing, Judy? Good to have the gang back. But yeah, welcome back from your Iowa festivities. It's diabetes. I got diabetes. Yeah, you got to get back over to my Facebook page. I got a lot of stuff there. Drew says, good, I changed jobs, finally doing... Hey, good job. So did I. I changed jobs again. I'm not selling firearms anymore. I'm back to doing this full time. So what are you doing for work now there, Judy? I think you were doing, you're doing foodstuffs before. We're doing foodstuffs. Judy says, Cowboy, I'm happy for you. Well, thank you. Thank you. The missus is much happier. She likes having me around. Even though I spend most of my time, in the studio or doing other stuff. At least I'm in the area. She was used to having me in the area. But I've been getting a bunch of stuff done around the place, and that's good. Got to get the Frank and Zebo ready for winter, so I'm going to do all new bracing and all new siding on and stuff. It's going to be pretty good. Yipper skipper. Mr. Mom said, I did a little bottle hunting on the trip. I came home with 9 bottles. 2 are from Cedar Ridge and Iowa Distillery. Well, good. I hope they're all good. Hope they're all good. My whiskey drinking for the past 8 months has been minimal since I've been working my ass off away from home. So, Judy says, I am doing that again. More pay and much better benefits. I tried my hand at Walmart till I landed this job. Oh, what'd you do at Walmart? Walmart around here, they're doing greeters. They start out good. $19 to $29 an hour to be a greeter at Walmart. I thought about doing that. I could do that. I could do that. Less aggravation than selling firearms, I'll tell you that much. Sam's Club's offering a bunch of jobs. Leads in just about every department. But I'm glad that you found another job that's more suited to you and you like it. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. Again, tonight's coffee is chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts brand. It's delicious. I put up a picture. Judy says cashier. It was fun, but I learned that I am not as much a people person as I thought. Yeah, and it gets repetitive. It gets repetitive. I put up a picture today, about 4 hours ago, about the electric guitar that's on my list. I want it. It's expensive, though. It's over $8,000. It's expensive. And somebody said, "Oh, I got one of those in blonde." And it's like, "You got one of those in blonde?" I don't think so. And he doesn't. He's got a Gretsch 12-string. This is not a Gretsch. It looks like a Gretsch-ish, but it ain't a Gretsch. It is a Collins 470 JL. It is a custom job. It's kind of cross between a Gretsch and a Gibson, but it's made by Collins out of Texas. And is absolutely fantastic. Oh my God. It looks like a solid body. It's not. It's a hollow body. Got a Bigsby on it and everything. Oof. She is absolutely gorgeous. Mr. Baum said, I had a dry August. I tripped and fell and broke my right humerus on 8/4. Subsequent surgery on 8/14. I gained 22 screws and 2 titanium planes and BA scar. Jesus, was this the year? You probably don't. I fell down and broke my back rib and ripped the muscle out. Was everybody falling down? Judy says, howdy, Mr. Mom. I'm an Okie too. That's right. She is from Okie. So we're done. Mr. Mom, we're done. We're done for the year. How about that? No more injuries. No more injuries. Holy cow, boy. Not cowboy. What the hell? What were you doing when you fell down? See, now I was running from Meow. I'm a fucking cat now. Meow. 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 Where the hell did that come from? Me. I was running from bees. Well, wasps to be. Wasps or hornets. To be more correct, not bees, but those stinging bastards are all bees to me. Okmulgee. Okmulgee. He's from Okmulgee, 30 minutes south of Tulsa. Okmulgee. Did I pronounce that right? Okmulgee. Sounds like something somebody from Oklahoma does when they got a bunch of phlegm. They got an Okmulgee. Judy is from Ada, 88 miles south of OKC. Okmulgee. Okmulgee. Oh, Okmulgee. 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 I like Okmulgee better. That's he said he was walking from his living room to the bedroom, and he had had his head up his butt, and he tripped on a box. Yeah, well, yeah, that happens. You can't see very well. You can't see very well when your head is lodged deep within your rectum. Oh, there you go. He fell. You can say it, rectum. God. Oh my goodness. Mr. Mom says I like Texas better. Oh, goodness gracious. Stop it. That's not right. You should not be laughing about somebody's misfortune. Oh, goodness. Okmulgee. Okmulgee, yeah. Mr. Mom said, rectum, hell, broke his arm. Gus says, I reckon that hurt. Yeah, just a little bit. Now, what hurt? What hurt worse? Your anus, because your head was up, or your arm? Look, if you want to wear a helmet, they've got a little bit safer ones to wear. Stop it! Don't do that. Oh my goodness. Just this visual of somebody walking around their house with their head shoved up their ass. You must be bouncing off the walls, going down the hallway. Jesus, Mr. Mom. No, there's safer ways to do this. Mr. Mom says, I do wear a 778 hat to the math. Laura says lots of bubble wrap. Gus says I was referring to just that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now, y'all behave. Y'all behave. Goodness gracious. What a horrible, horrible world we live in. Judy says, I've missed this. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, goodness. I know Laurel was chomping at the bit. She's like, damn, it's been too long. Mr. Mom says, when I die, I want to be buried in bubble wrap and Coban? C-O-B-A-N. Coban. Coban. Am I saying that wrong? It's Coban. What the hell is Coban? Bubble wrap and Coban. Is that a typo, or do I not know what the hell Coban is? I know what the Coco Cabana is. Coban. Oh, it's like it's fuzzy shit. I didn't know that. Coban. It's like a roll of like towel. Coban is that stretchy medical wrap. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. It looks like fuzzy stuff on the picture. No, because like here is blue. I got blue. Wow. See, I don't know what that is. We just had gauze and stuff like that. Coban is that stretchy medical wrap. There we go. So, Coban and bubble wrap. Coban. You'll probably smell better. What does it mean? He's walking with his head up his ass. Come on, folks. Get with the program. Get with the program. Laurel says, I always went to Tractor Supply and got the horse wrap for legs cheaper. Yeah. Yeah. But that's not called Coban, is it? Not the horse stuff, the horse wraps. Switch over to my Orca mug. Tractor Supply. I should have gotten a job at Tractor Supply. I'd fit right in there. That'd have been a good job too. Welcome to Tractor Supply. My name is John. How can I help you? That almost sounds like, my name is Johnny Cash. No, it's not. Mr. Mom says, DYI, I'm down from 365 to 270 pounds since December. I'm doing Monjero and life change. Well, very good. Good on you. Good on you, Mr. Mom. FYI. Yeah, DY. I let it go. It's like, I don't know what DYI is. Whatever. FYI. Well, good on you. Good on you, sir. I bet you're feeling great. Bet you're feeling great. DYI. FYI. That's what I got to ask. You know, if a word comes up there, it's like, was it a typo or what the hell? Y'all missed the Piccolo, though. Good. That's going to stay with me forever. I like that. The Piccolo. For those, you know, when you read a word, and it's a word you should know, but you read it and you're sounding it out, and it's like, what the hell is that? It just doesn't make any sense. And then it clicks on you what the hell it was, and it's like, yeah, I guess it could be pronounced that way too. We were talking about, Laura says, damn it, John, why not the nosers? Yes, it does. It does. We were talking about, the missus made some flautas for dinner back last week. Now, okay, a flauta is it's a Mexican thing. You take a tortilla and you fill it with cheese and meat, and you roll it tight, and then you put it in a pan and you bake it so it's crispy, but you bake it. It's almost like an enchilada, but without any sauce and a lot skinnier. And I said, flauta, yeah, that's flute. That's flute in Spanish. And it's like, yes, it is. You know, because they're a flute. It's long and thin. Mr. Mom says, kind of like putting the correct emphasis on the right syllable. Right. If you get it wrong, it's like, what the hell is that word? Well, so Miss Laurel, she's right down there. She goes, we're talking about size, and she goes, yeah. Now get this. And I'm like, what the hell? She writes, it's like between the size of a piccolo and a flute. And I'm like, fucking piccolo? What the hell's a piccolo? I'm a rather educated man. I've got quite the vocabulary. But by golly, I have never run across one of those wild piccolos. Yeah. Oh, you mean a piccolo? Yeah, a piccolo. I've seen some of those. Those fucking piccolos, though. Got to watch out for those. Those are some sneaky bastards right there. Oh, so yes, now we have our piccolos. Avocados. That's avocado. Oh, that's Japanese avocado. Arigato, avocado. May I have an avocado for my piccolo? I need 2 piccolos. I need one in my sombrero while I eat my avocado. But yeah, just my piccolos. Honestly, I'm like, what the hell is that? I couldn't figure it out until it hit me. It's like, oh, John, you're freaking retarded. Oh, piccolo. Spicoli. That's what it is, Spicoli. Ah, goodness gracious. Yeah. So you folks have been missing the good stuff. This is the good stuff. Mr. Mom says you need some avocado to make guacamole for your fajitas or your flautas. Not fajitas. I like fajitas. For your flautas. Japalinos. Oh, I love japalinos. Now, see, I purposely say, like I say, Heffenerd. Now, Gus knows Heffenerd, and I've said it on the show, but I think it's regional. Isn't Heffenerd regional? Are there any sound effects on this soundboard? I mean, I can put my other one back in, but it was causing signal degradation the other day, so I didn't run it this time. I'll go ahead and try to get the other one plugged in and run it on like on second line in 2, and see whether I can do my sound effects with it. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Japalinos. I like Japalinos. Acetaminophenes. That's my acetaminophen. Acetaminophenes. Heffenerd. Now, do you guys have Heffenerd around there? I don't think I remembered it down in Oklahoma. I think it's a regional thing. Heffenerd. Hannaford grocery stores. I call them Heffenerds. And then again, back some years ago, we were doing the Google thing. We were going through towns in Florida, and I couldn't freaking pronounce a single damn name of them towns right to save my ass. Like, oh my God. So they were all Bob. Bob. We were down in Bob, Florida. Yeah, that's just southwest of Bob, Florida. Goodness gracious. It is what it is. Yep. We're an hour into the show already. Good job. Good job. Good to see you. I was going to say, good to see some of the faces around. Yeah, I see a bunch of D's and M's and L's, and it's good to see the regular folk back in for the old crew. We need to bring them back more. We need the numbers that we had back, what it had to have been at least 3 years ago when I was running it on Facebook, doing the show live on Facebook. We had a lot more regulars there. They didn't migrate over to YouTube, but YouTube is so much easier, so much nicer. You also don't deal with so many of the yahoos, because when it's on Facebook, you had a lot more kids and stuff like that were just wanted to be jackwagons. And here we're a little bit more isolated. Okay, everybody got quiet. Okay, what are we going to talk about? Yeah, and I don't get flagged for language. Yeah, fuck them. I mean, I don't spend the whole show swearing or anything. Look, and even if they demonetize my video here, which I haven't made a single dime off of any of my YouTube content, but even if they were, that's not really why I'm doing it here. It's because it's a platform that everybody uses and it's easy to use. Judy says, I agree. I like it much better. Yeah, smoother, easier. I got everything integrated. I couldn't do the call-in, the Zoom. And some folks may remember, others won't. I used to have an actual phone line. Well, voice over IP. So it's a phone line, but it's not. It's on the internet. And people could call into the show, but you could only call one person at a time that way. And that was fine. I was like, hey, why don't I just run a Zoom room and I can have as many people in there as I want. Plus the audio is better in the Zoom room. So that's what we went with. Connie used to call on the phone line a lot. Gus called. He did call. Judy says, I remember. I've been following you since 2020. Laurel says, it's so much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier now. Yeah, people don't understand. That's why I get people's like, I'm back. And then somebody's like, oh, they mention, oh, it's all uphill. It's just starting. It's just starting. Bitch, I've been doing this for a decade. Just starting. Don't tell me things are just starting. I've been doing it for a decade. I've been doing the live stream for over 5 years. No, it's good. Yay. Oh, yay. Hey, Cowboy. Yay, you got 8 monthly donors. Yeah. Woo. No, I don't mean to be belittling the people who give me monthly donations, but seriously, folks, people need to step the hell up. 8? Yeah. Yeah, that's it buys me a bottle of whiskey a month, but I'd like to pay my bills finally off of this. But yeah, we're back. We are back. The Cowboy is on fire. Again, for those if they might jump in, go over. Judy, just whenever. Doesn't, you know me. I just have to say it because people don't think. They don't think. You're a regular, you know the deal. Somebody else is going to do it. Yeah, then it doesn't get done. I told people I could make more money taking my guitar down to the state capitol, opening it up, sitting on a bench, and playing it than I make working 16, 18 hours a day doing this. Laurel says, and God knows you have enough topics to choose from. I missed something. Did I miss something? I mean, I do, but... And I put out a lot of shit. I put out a lot of stuff. I've started putting my donation link at the bottom of most of my content, though, just so people kind of get the... And once or twice a week, I throw a post out there and say, hey, I got bills to pay. I hate doing it. Y'all know I hate doing it. Remember when you guys were chipping in? I'd forget to do things like, hey, like, share, subscribe. It's because I don't like doing that. I just like doing the show. I don't like to ask for money. I don't like to ask people to like, share, and subscribe. I hate that. But like, share, and subscribe. Laurel says the world has gone mad. You can write about so many things and correct the idiots. I can, but I won't argue on my page. And that's why y'all love it. Because it's not full of shit. Here's a good, and let's go back here. Let's see if I can find that article again. Y'all need to look up I think it's flies, social media, and shit. I know. I got a silver tongue. I just have a way with words. They just kind of flow out there. Flies, social media, and shit. Yeah, there we go. Flies, social media, and shit. It was posted yesterday about 1 o'clock, just shy of 1 o'clock. Laurel says, I don't argue. I step away and then block. Yeah, I did. I've been taking a lot of, I'll make a pot shot back, take a screenshot of it, and boot their ass and post it for everybody to see what happened. Then the other person, they just don't know what the hell hit them. Judy says, I read that one. It was great. Love the wording. LOL. It's catchy. Well, it's true. It's true. That's how social media works, and that's how the platforms make money. I don't want to make money that way. Because soon all you got is a bunch of flies and shit, and whatever started it, it doesn't matter. It gets lost. Again, that's why people like coming to my page. Because they can actually talk about the issues. They're not dealing with knuckleheads out there. And I will remove a knucklehead, a fly, no matter what their political or social persuasion is. I don't care if you're on our side or not. If you're a jackwagon, you're gone. The damage you do and the stinking up of the place that you do does not, it overpowers your actual contribution to the page. So I ain't having it. Most pages don't care. They want as many flies as much shit. They don't care. They don't care. They can post an X on there, and if that X gets 5 billion hits and views and a bunch of shit piling up, that's fine, because that's money in their pocket. Well, that's not what I'm there for. I'm not there just to create outrage, and in fact, I do the opposite. I tell people, stop it. This ain't the way it works. You're thinking things wrong. So yes, flies, social media, and shit. Posted yesterday. You're going to have to scroll. See, you go to my page, you're going to have to work. Why? Because I got content up there. When I try to find stuff, I'm like, holy shit, I put out a lot of stuff. I put out a lot of stuff yesterday. Yeah. It's like, oh, what was that article? Oh, it was 4 days ago. Heaven help me. I got to scroll 4 days worth of stuff. Oh, my goodness. That's a long scroll. Here's a little trick for y'all. If you don't like to scroll, you can go to my page. You can go to the photos section, because most all of my articles in basic commentary have a picture associated with them. And you can see the picture. And you can click the picture, and it pops up, and there's the article. You click off the article, you're back to the photo gallery. You click on the next picture, up pops the article. You can read it. Click that out, you're back at the photo gallery. Oh, this looks like a neat picture. Boom. Click on there, up comes the article. No scrolling. Scrolling. Keep those pages scrolling. Keep those pages scrolling, rawhide. But yeah, there's tricks to it. If you also want to know what I think of a given issue, go to the page, go to the little drop down on the right-hand side, the 3 little clickies, click it, do a search, and type in what you want to know. It's not going to get you everything, but you'll find something. Laurel says you also have to check your page several times. Some doesn't show up for a day or two. Yeah, got to go to my page. I'd say several times a day is good, but if you can only go once a day, no, you're still missing a lot. So, like, let's say you get off of work at 5, or you're able to check at 5. Chances are there may be 3 or 4 more things by the time I go to bed. Easy. So the next time you check it, if it's 5 the next day, you've got all that evening ahead, and then all that next day's content. And again, there's a lot of it. I'm not asking for people to donate money to me and not giving them something for their money. I work my ass off. I put out a lot of stuff. You may not agree with it, but there's a lot of thought that goes into it. And my goal a lot of times is just to have people think about things, look at things in a little different direction. It's like, oh shit. Oh, I hadn't thought about it like that before. Yeah. That's why I always get a kick out of it when somebody posts up something they think that I disagree with them because I just don't know. No, I know. I know if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. I think a lot. I think a lot. I research a lot. I look a lot. I study a lot. And there you go. I put it out there. You can do with it what you want, but you can't shit all over it. I'll clean it up. Am I still live? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Is it the same show? Is it the same show? Two, 1, 2. Am I back? Okay, am I back? Was it the... Okay. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? What am I doing now? See, I restarted my... Good. Okay. Thank God. Thank God. Because my streaming software just crashed on me. So I was like, holy crap. No, it wasn't. My internet didn't buffer. My streaming software crashed on me. And I had to restart it. But I did it fast enough. When I restarted it, stayed in the same session. So that's good. It's like, holy crap. Oh, it's like, no, don't do that to me. Is there something going on in D.C.? I know National Guard in Georgia has just deployed there. I did not check. I'm sure there is. I'll have to look into it. There is so much stuff going on. There's so much stuff going on. I hadn't even, you know what? I haven't even had a chance to do any commentary about that blonde chick that got herself stabbed in the neck there in the railway. The Ukrainian girl. I haven't had time because I've been, as you see, it ain't because I ain't been doing anything. Charlotte, North Carolina. Right. There you go. Charlotte, North Carolina. Same story, different location. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to. I still got to... When something falls out of the news cycle, sometimes it's too late to jump in there because everybody's had their say. I mean, what can I say about it? The guy was mentally ill. The guy was a known criminal. The guy was a known violent criminal, and he was let out by a DEI judge. I can't say the blood's on her hands only, but she's partially responsible for it. The system is screwed, and I'm tired of it. Go back and read my Eye for an Eye article. We need a little bit more of that. Need a little bit less compassion for the criminal. His mom even wanted him locked up. Yeah, everybody knew the deal. That's the way it is. Everybody knew the deal. And nobody's doing the right thing. When you coddle the criminal, when you don't take care of the mentally ill and put them in a facility where they belong, then you're shitting on the law-abiding public. That's what you're doing. You're shitting all over them. And it needs to stop. Laurel says we need mental institutions brought back. We do. We do. I've written about that too. We do. The dismantling of that whole entire system was a huge mistake. done with in the same time period as they wanted to revamp the prison system to a kinder, gentler. Oh, we just need to rehabilitate them. No, you don't. You need to make sure that criminals are the ones that are going to prison. Get that right. Get that right. So there isn't any innocent. There'll sometimes be, but you do your best to make sure criminals are going to prison, and then you make prisons so bad. I'm not saying that you have to torture anybody, but look, you had more control and discipline when I was in the Army than prisoners have behind bars. Gangs are running shit. Judy says right is wrong, right is wrong, wrong is right. It's just evil. Yeah. I wish I had a free education, a fully functioning gym, and free health. Yeah. You get all the food you can eat. Get a roof over your head. You get to network with other shitbags. You get free degrees. It's like, no. We can't make people feel bad because they were incarcerated. Why not? That's half of the deterrent. Don't be a criminal. No, everybody messes up. Okay, and most people they have grace. Okay, he messed up once. Okay, got his life in order. Career criminals? There should be no such thing as a fucking career criminal. Remember, 3 strikes, you're out? You're out of here. And I'm sorry, I don't even care if it's just misdemeanor crap. If you keep getting arrested time and time and time again, you should be behind bars. You've demonstrated that you cannot function in society and obey the laws, period. You need to be behind bars. Laurel says I was just going to say that. Yeah. Hey, how's the volume? I don't seem to be peaking like I was before, but is the volume still good? Laurel says good volume. Good. Yeah, everything's turned upside down. We need to correct that shit for the sake of everybody, to include the idiots that helped turn it upside down. Those kids with the machete and knives and shit like that fighting in Queens. Are you kidding me? Mr. Mom said that's the purpose of enhancement on convictions. Yeah. Everything taken into account. But see, the left uses that. They're like, oh, they got life in prison for a marijuana charge. No, they fucking did not. No, they did not. They got 30 years because, while also having marijuana, they're a habitual criminal. Did you see the so-called peacekeeper fiasco? No. No. Judy, I did not. Peacekeeper fiasco. Don't know. There's a lot going on out there. There's a lot going on out there. Did I see the so-called peacekeeper fiasco? What's that all about? Hey, Mr. Turner, welcome to the show. Better late than never. You missed a good hour's worth of laughter, like the old days. We were tearing it up. I think Mr. Turner is a monthly patron as well. Thank you very much. Laurel says, when I was court clerk in Georgia for traffic violations, fines were based on your driving history for the past 5 years. Yeah, should be. Should be. I don't care what it is. Parking ticket? It's like, oh, this is the 7th one? Yeah. Yeah, your fine should be more than the base fine, because evidently you ain't learning. Now, Judy, tell us about the Peacekeeper fiasco. Boy, you guys are good tonight. Thank you. Thank you. We were struggling there for a couple shows. It's like, where the hell is everybody? Laurel on one of the shows, she's like, yeah, if you want to shut down, I understand that. I think one of the shows I did, I shut down an hour in. It's like, yeah, this just ain't working. We need folks here. Participation is key. I mean, I can laugh at myself, but I'd rather laugh at y'all. Oh, goodness. Now, can you imagine buying a firearm from me? Yeah, the customers loved me. No, they did. They did. Well, unless they were assholes. Then I don't put up with that shit. But Laura goes, I'll laugh with you. But no, I got a good sense of humor. I try to make the process nice and jovial. Their loss, not mine. Their loss, not mine.